Hey guys, what's up? Blu-ray Legend here. This is a very special video to me on this beautiful day in Indiana. It's very sunny outside, it's warm, it's breezy, perfect day to fly a kite, or just a perfect day to open up the window, pop in a movie, and let the neighbors hear your surround sound. I'm cool with either way. Anyway, this is my wife and son's Disney collection, DreamWorks collection, some random cartoon movies, Illumination, and Blue Sky Studios. I'm just going to call it my Disney and DreamWorks collection because it's too long to put all that. First up, we're going to start with DreamWorks. The first one we're showing is the Anniversary Edition, DVD and Digital HD, Shrek 4 movie collection. This is not the full collection. The full collection, I'm missing 2 movies, and it's 2 holiday special movies. It's pretty cool. I really enjoy Shrek. I was a young kid myself watching these, and now my son gets to watch them. So I'm pretty excited about that. Next is Kung Fu Panda. These 2 film series helped DreamWorks not close. They almost closed after the first Shrek, but they decided to stay open, pay off their debts, and now they're making some great movies. I really enjoy this movie. These movies are cool. I'm a huge Jack Black fan. Angelina Jolie, Jackie Chan, a lot of other good cast members. Next we have DreamWorks Turbo. These are the special edition cases that they came out when they were doing Captain Underpants. I grabbed up as many as I could. So I really like Turbo. Turbo is one of my favorites, mainly because one of my favorite actors is in it. Ryan Reynolds does the voice of Turbo. And Paul Giamatti plays his brother. It's really good. Next is Puss in Boots. This should actually be right after Shrek. This is the story of how Puss in Boots became Puss in Boots and worked his way to find Shrek. But this is really good. DreamWorks movie. I really enjoyed it. Next is one of my favorites. When I was a kid, had Bruce Willis in it, Steve Carell, and I'm talking about Over the Hedge. I really enjoyed this movie when I was a kid. This brings back a lot of memories watching this with my little brother. We watched this all the time. And I love that green case. Most of these don't have the stickers. Most of them do. This one wouldn't come off without tearing the case, so I left it on there. Next is another one of my favorites. This movie came out originally in 2004. Star-studded cast. That movie is Shark Tale. Shark Tale is awesome. Has Will Smith, Robert De Niro, a lot of Angelina Jolie's in this one too. There's a lot of great cast actors and actresses doing voices in this. This is a really good one for the family. Very fun. Next up is Megamind. I enjoyed Megamind. I love the soundtrack to it. Bruce Willis, or not Bruce Willis, what's his name? Brad Pitt, Will Ferrell, David Cross. I really enjoy Megamind. It has a great soundtrack, like I said. Really good for the family. I really enjoy this one. They enjoy it too. Next we have The Cruise, which, another great star-filled cast. DreamWorks is just getting these amazing legendary actors and actresses doing these voices, and it's pretty cool. Like Nicolas Cage did the voice of the dad in this one. It's a really cool movie. One of my favorites is Home, because her little friend is played by none other Jim Parsons, Rihanna, Steve Martin, Jennifer Lopez are all in this movie. Jim Parsons, you may know him from an awesome Fox show, Big Bang Theory. I enjoy that TV show also, but I also enjoyed this movie. So that was our DreamWorks collection. I still got one more DreamWorks to show you. I show the DVDs first and then the Blu-rays. Next up is Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, Hero Edition. My son loves this movie. I grew up reading these books when I was in school. My older brother read the books in school, and then after he would read them, he'd let me read them. We actually went and seen this together. My brother, he can't walk, so I really enjoyed it. Just like this year, we're probably going to go do something together again. I'm wanting to. Last year we had to cancel because he was in pain. But I brought over my movie player and my app on my Xbox let me watch it while I was in theater, the same time I was in theater. Next we have our Disney collection. It's the biggest cartoon kids collection we have. First up we have the 10th anniversary edition of Pocahontas 2-disc set. This was my wife's when we got together, and she just threw it in with the collection. Next is my favorite Disney movie of all time, and I had every toy when I was a kid, and that's Toy Story, the first one. We're having a hard time finding the second one. We're probably going to get this when we get our money on Blu-ray, and then I'm going to keep this for keepsake for when I was a kid and my son was a kid. But anyway, I really enjoyed this movie, all of them. Next is a movie I have not watched ever, but I heard good things about it, and this came out in 2012. That's Disney Pixar's Brave. I really enjoyed this film. I really can't say that, but I don't know if my wife has seen it or not. But Brave, I guess she's seen it, and I don't know if she liked it or not. I guess she did like it. Well, they were going to be in the video with me, but my son's being stubborn. Oh, they're shopping on Build-A-Bear. Next is not exactly a Pixar movie. It's straight Disney, and that's Big Hero 6. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie was awesome. Great cast. I believe this came out in 2015. In 2015, a lot of good Disney movies came out, but this was the best. Next is a Disney Pixar film that gets a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. I really enjoyed Disney Pixar's Inside Out, and I really enjoyed this. It was very fun for the family. It's about your emotions and what they do on the inside of your brain, so it was pretty cool. Next is a legendary Pixar film. I watched this when it first came out when I was a kid, and that's Disney Pixar's A Bug's Life Collector's Edition. I just bought this recently. I can't find it anywhere on Blu-ray, so we just snagged it up on DVD. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie is one of my favorites. Next is a straight Disney movie. It's an old one. This first came out in
I need a piggy bank.
I want to say 1970, I'm not quite sure, but this is a 2017 DVD release, and that's The Lion King. I'm pretty sure it came out in the 60s or the 70s, I'm not quite sure, maybe the 80s, I don't know, because it really don't say. I'll have to look it up and I'll let you guys know. I really enjoyed this when I was a kid. I don't really watch it much. It's not one of my favorites, so I don't really watch that much. Next is one of my new Disney Pixar favorite films. It's Coco. Coco was my favorite Disney Pixar movie to come out this year. It was really good. Very fun for the family. No, this ain't a cartoon, but Walt Disney Pictures and Walden Media present Bridge to Terabithia. I enjoyed this movie when I was in 7th grade, and it was really good. It's from the studios that brought you Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I want all them movies because those movies were my favorite when I was a kid. The Chronicles of Narnia and Bridge to Terabithia. I wish they would have continued, but it was really good. Next is a Platinum Edition. It's the 50th anniversary edition of Lady and the Tramp. This was also my wife's when we got together, and she threw it in with the collection. I really enjoy Lady and the Tramp, but I saved the best Pixar movie for last, and Disney movie. It was pretty good. I got more movies to show you that I have on Blu-ray in this case right here. Right here we have Beauty and the Beast on Blu-ray. Pirate Fairy, that's for when my nieces come over. Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, The Jungle Book, Diamond Edition, Robots, Pirates of the Caribbean, Stranger Tide, SpongeBob movie, Out of Water, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Here they are. Bachelorette number 1 is I think that's all that's in this case. Yes. Next, the final Pixar movie. It had a second one last year, and I didn't like it. This is Finding Nemo. I bought this when it first came out in 2003. My dad gave me money, and I bought this, and then my dad bought one for him. I really enjoy Finding Nemo, 2-disc collector's edition. Comes with widescreen and full screen. We're going to convert this to Blu-ray here soon, and I might get Finding Dory. I didn't really enjoy Finding Dory. It felt pushed in a lot of ways, where this one felt natural. It's a really good movie. That's my Disney collection. Disney collection on DVD. Next we have Disney collection on Blu-ray. First up is Disney's The Jungle Book live action. I have not yet watched this. I know it came out in 2016, but I have not yet watched this. It's a pretty good movie. We got a couple of old school movies here, Mulan and Mulan 2. I really enjoyed this movie when I was a kid. The second one's not my favorite. The first one is. The second one, they tried new animation. It just didn't look right. It was pretty good. This next movie is, I bought it this way. I bought it destroyed at Disc Replay. It was like $3. I snagged it up, and it came with Blu-ray and DVD. I'm going to be changing the case and making my own cover. But I really enjoyed Moana. Moana was good. I liked Dwayne Johnson in it.
Maybe he's compensating for something.
I love that song, You're Welcome. And what was that? What is that? You're Welcome. What was that song that Dwayne Johnson sung in this? It was You're Welcome by Dwayne Johnson. I have that song on my phone, and I play it all the time. Next up, we have Zootopia. I really enjoyed Zootopia. Zootopia is up there one of my favorite movies for Disney. It's a pretty good movie. Next, we have Toy Story 3. I really enjoy Toy Story. I really can't wait for Toy Story 4. I have a movie missing. I have a movie missing.
Which one? The Incredibles?
Where is everybody?
RG,
Hey, look at this.
I found a doggy.
Toy Story 3 made me cry at the end. I thought everyone was going to die, and it just made me cry. And then I cried when he gave his toys to the little girl. It was really good. To finish off my DVD, I missed out a couple. This is a Walt Disney, Sky High. I really enjoyed this when I was a kid. 2005 is when this came out. Really cool. If you like superheroes, it's a cool take on it. Now, this movie came out 2003, same year as Finding Nemo, and this is The Incredibles. I really can't wait for the second Incredibles. It's only been, 12, 13, 14 years. 2-disc collector's edition. I really enjoyed this. This movie was awesome from start to finish. I'll probably end up watching this today. Alright, now back to my Disney collection on Blu-ray. Next up we have The Good Dinosaur. I love this movie. My son likes this movie. We bought this when it came out. When me and my wife first got together, we started dating. We bought this, and we didn't have a kid at the time, but she was pregnant with him. But we really enjoyed this movie. Next is my son's favorite movies. Doesn't matter what mood's he in, he wants to watch them. And that's the Cars trilogy. Here's the first one, second one, and the third one. I like them all. The first and the third one a little bit more than the second one. The second one was more about Mater finding himself. But I really enjoy the Cars movies. They're pretty cool. I really enjoy them a lot. That was my Disney Blu-ray collection. Not very many. Next we have some random ones. We got Illumination, Despicable Me 3, and this is actually Sing. My cover got destroyed from my son. Well, my nieces. Next we have the Lego movie in 3D and the Lego Ninjago movie. Not the Lego Ninja movie, the Lego Ninjago movie. Two great movies. I really enjoy this. Being I'm showing that, I'll show my son's Lego Batman. I enjoyed Lego Batman as much as these two. I watched this one mainly, and then this one, and then that one. Lego Ninjago was good to me, but not as good as these. Next up is Blue Sky Studios. We'll start out with the beginning. Is Ice Age Collision Course, Epic, and then my sister has Ferdinand, which is also a Blue Sky Studios movie. Next up we have a 2009 movie. I don't know the company, but my son enjoys it, and that's Aliens in the Attic. Really enjoyed this when I was I was a freshman in school. I know it was a cartoon, but I love movies, so I'm going to watch anything. Next we have Hoodwinked. I really enjoyed this one. I haven't seen the second one yet, but I really enjoyed Hoodwinked. Next up, we got two Nickelodeon movies. Nickelodeon Movies presents The Spiderwick Chronicles. If you've never seen The Spiderwick Chronicles and read the book, this follows the first book very well. I wish they would make more, but unfortunately they're not going to. Next is Nickelodeon, The Original Party Animals, Barnyard. I love this movie. And another Nickelodeon movie. And well, this ain't a Nickelodeon movie; it's a cartoon. But Barnyard's really good. This is Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg present Monster House. This movie came out in 2006. I know because a year after I received this movie, my grandmother died. Miss her with all my heart. This was the last birthday gift she ever got me, and it's very heartful. The last thing I got to remember her by was an action figure that stood this tall from hand to hand of Iron Man. And unfortunately my nieces destroyed it. Anyway guys, that's my Disney DreamWorks, Blue Skies, Nickelodeon, and Illumination collection. We're just going to call it Disney and DreamWorks collection. Really enjoyed doing this video. Wish my wife and son would have been in it, but he's being stubborn right now. But anyway guys, have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, comment. I'll always write you back. Have a great day on this beautiful day.